Is it working? Am I on? Can you guys hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if the sound is coming through okay. It's not like freezing or anything like that. I'm showing that it's good. Feel like tell me if it's good. Can you hear me? Still I don't want to jump too far into it until I know that it's coming through okay on your end. Merry Christmas Eve. It's good? Okay, great. Just wanted to make sure that it was good before I started saying hey to everybody. Okay, hello Barbara, hello Nikki, what's up Crystal, hey Lori. I'm gonna say this wrong. It's not Tijuana, is it? It's Tijuana, Mexico, right? Am I saying that right? Hey Sandra. Hello Lethal Rice Ball, hello Jennifer. Oh, ooh, there it goes. Hey Diva, hello Lisa. I probably can't get everybody, but hey everyone. Brianna, Lee, Sandy, Stacy, Allie. Hello Stephanie. Hello Heather. Woo, hey, I'm actually surprised that there's so many of you on New Year's Eve day. So hello, glad to hang out with you for a little bit. We won't be here for too long because I know you're probably like busy with your family. You've got to do the cooking, last minute shopping, wrapping, the prep work. The big man is coming tonight to fill the stockings with all of the things. So I know you are probably very busy, but I wanted to hang for like 30, 45 minutes. And I wanted to answer a couple of questions that I did on my Instagram forever ago. I did a Q&A video, but I did not get to all the questions. So I wanted to answer a few more, tell you about some things that I have that I'm really liking, and just do a little, here it's already 7 p.m. Well, where are you? Because we're like barely getting started. Hey everybody, hi Ginger, hi Tanya, hi Nikki. What's up Isabel, SW, Hungary, okay. Gotcha, okay, so before I do any like Q&A stuff, wanted to tell you about something that I got. So those that have been around for a long time have seen some of my like running and marathon training and Ironman training and stuff like that. I did no races in 2020, okay, because everything was canceled. So I think all the new people, which is most of the people that joined me in 2020, haven't seen a lot of that side of me and my channel just because there wasn't much to do. And all the gyms were closed. And hard to force yourself to get out and run when there's no races to train for. But I've struggled with plantar fasciitis. So it's like when your foot hurts, the bottom of your foot. From running before, and I get questions sometimes. So it flared up about a week and a half ago, like so bad I couldn't put any weight on my foot. So I bought these. These are UFOs. Is that, where's the, there it is. There it is. UFOs. Okay, I bought them with my own money. Who is that? Paid promotion today? That's pretty rude, actually. Dominique. I only did, I'll talk about that later. I bought these off of Amazon because they were cheaper. They're very expensive, like sport. It's not a Croc sandal. It's made specifically for runners who have plantar fasciitis. So it's so it's like super, super squishy, and it has this huge arch support right here. And I'm telling you, ever since I put these on and like walk around the house in them, my feet feel so much better. I feel like my plantar fasciitis went away in just a couple days. And so I'm such a fan. I saw them on a blog, like some blogger, runner blogger had them, and she was like, oh, my plantar fasciitis flared up. So I bought these flip-flops just to wear around the house, and they really help. So I was like, when your foot hurts so bad, you're like, I'll try anything. And so I'm like, I will try them. They were $30. I did get them on sale. I think the regular price is $50. So I got them for $30, and I thought that was a great deal. And Um, I love them. Like, my feet feel so good. So, okay. Nicole, thank you so much for watching, even though there might be a paid promotion or not. I feel like that's really rude because I only did 5 in December out of like 30 videos. 5 out of 30, I feel like that's not very many as a ratio. And so I feel like that's pretty rude. But I truly feel like this is probably so off topic than what I wanted to go down. But I get a lot of mean comments about things, and Dave and I consume a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of men actually. And I have never seen people be as rude to men as they are to women. And so that could just be in my head, but tell me, tell me what you think about that. Like, there's some men that every single video that they do is sponsored, or they say a certain word or whatever, and nobody's mad at them. But for some reason, I do one and everybody's mad at me. Not everybody, that's unfair. A couple of people are mad at me. Okay, hello everybody. Never heard of Mizzen Knives. Yeah, so Mizzen's a pretty new company, which is why, you know, they're like promoting stuff. That's actually one of the things I was going to show you, because Mizzen did not send me these. I bought these. Sorry, just doing a little moderating, guys. I bought these for like Christmas for myself. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's going so fast. Okay, so, sorry, I'm just trying to read real quick. It's going so fast. How do I slow this down? I know there's a way to do that. Help me with the technology, my friends. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that. Error. Oh, it's giving me an error. Why can I not do Why can I not do this? Error. I'm getting an error in the chat when I'm trying to fix it. Ah, fail. Christmas Eve fail. Why? Okay. Touch it and scroll back. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave the chat alone because I'm messing that up. I'm going to tell you what I bought with my own money. And you know what's fun about doing sponsors is I would have not known about the company had they not reached out to me. And so I think that's fun. I've been looking for some steak knives for a very long time. I bought some from Sam's Club. I hated them. I got rid of all of them. So I went and bought these myself. I got a set of 8. So here's 4, and then I have 4 more right here. But they're red. Like, Andrew helped me pick the color. They come in a ton of colors. But they look really, really nice. We're going to use them today for the first time. But it was like a family Christmas present. So pretty excited to try those out and give you my opinion on those. I've been so happy with their chef knife that I was like, their steak knife's got to be good too. Caitlin, thank you so much for the super chat. Totally not necessary. Thanks for Vlogmas. Your vids and humor always cheer me up. You are so welcome. Just try to scroll back up and see what I missed while I was talking about the knives. Melanie, thank you about the, who cares about the paid promotion? Because my pie crust recipe is bomb, you guys. Okay, so those are the 2 things I wanted to show you, the knives, and then the, if you have plantar fasciitis and you're like desperate, I've been super impressed with these. I've been wearing them for about a week and a half. UFOs right there. Got them on Amazon. Like, they're my go-to flip-flop now. And I can't go barefoot in the house because it like makes my feet hurt. It's the joys of getting older. I find I don't recover as fast from my workouts, and like, things hurt. Like, when I get out of bed, I'm like, ow, is it going to rain today? It's definitely something I've noticed in the last 10 years. Yvonne, you know, you're right. I should not justify the size of my servings or meals. Truthfully, those comments come from the people who watch the extreme grocery grocery budget videos, like they watch that video and they don't see anything else. And they don't know anything about me or my family or whatever. The camera angles do weird things to what you're looking at. Okay, so you asked a question about the flip-flops again. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's OOFOS, I believe, OOFOS. They're expensive. They're about $50, but I found these on sale for $30. And I was happy to do it. So it's pretty desperate. Nin Jordan's Block Shop. Thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas. I'm going to butcher this. From the Kazanave family. I'm gonna mess that up. And hello to your wife, Kristen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wink if you love Christmas. Hey, what's up?
Can I make myself a moderator?
Yeah, you can. I think. Can Dave make himself a moderator, or do I do that?
I do it.
You can do it? Okay. I haven't been able to see.
There's somebody that's kind of...
That's being rude?
No, but
Okay.
just harassing.
Okay, thank you. Dave's going to take care of the moderating for me. He's on smoking brisket duty, so he's like out and in and out and in. Yeah, you know what? That's true, Erin. The flip-flops are cheaper than Vionic. My mom wears the Vionic. Like, she's like all these pairs, and so I was like, oh, these are pretty nice. And I went and looked at them, and I was like, ooh, they're lots. Yeah, he's not getting upset, but let's just say, my family as a whole are overprotective of each other. I'm overprotective of my sister, of my mom, of my brother. Like, you don't come after my family, you know what I mean? And so Dave he gets that. When he sees any kind of rude comment, he's like, God, don't come after my wife. Buddies in Pocatello. Is that a restaurant? Do I have friends in Pocatello? Explain this to me. Tell me what it is. Okay, where is it? I lost all these comments. It jumps around so much for me. Okay, hang on. I'm scrolling. I saw a question and I wanted to find him. I can't find it. Dinner tonight is whenever the brisket is done. That kind of like creates the whole dinner. So I'm thinking it's going to be about 2, because I put the brisket in the oven last night before I went to bed, and then Dave put it on the smoker this morning at 6. It's very cold outside. It's only about 6 degrees. So hang on, let me see what that is Celsius, because I don't know. I can't do that in my head. 6 degrees to Celsius. That is -14 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty chilly. So we were worried about keeping the temperature steady on the smoker, but it's going okay. Haley made the Christmas cookies this morning. I posted that on Instagram, and my mom is about to tackle the apple pie. And I prepped my broccoli last night. I have the potatoes sitting out, and so like as soon as the brisket comes off the smoker, it has to sit for an hour. That's when I'll start the potatoes, and then everything will come together. Nice, easy, simple. Like it's chill today. Very chill. The watermelon monster is so good. You're right. What's that pink monster that you guys told me to try? The rosé thing? Yum. I didn't want to try it because it was pink. Okay, so not like I'm not one to buy something because it's pink. But it's really good. It's like strawberry and something else that's delicious. I can't remember the flavor. I ended up not doing the cheesecake because my sister is coming tomorrow and she's bringing a cheesecake. So she's like, don't make your cheesecake. So I'm saving it for New Year's. So I'm not actually going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to get a detailed video on the pie for Mom today. It depends on how long I'm here because she's kind of like starting right now. But she was very specific on the variety of apple that she needed for the pie. And I'm like, can't we just use this other apple? She's like, no. There's a reason it works. So I was like, you know what? You're the pie magician. So if you want this apple, you will have this apple. She actually has 2 different kinds of apples, but one of them was hard to find. My Walmart didn't have it. You should have seen me at Walmart last night wandering around trying to find everything that my Walmart doesn't have. Okay. One of them is Granny Smith apples. Yeah, the two apples are Granny Smith and then Brayburn apples are the two apples. And then she uses lemon and apple jelly. Crazy sauce. But she's kind of like, everybody move, I'm making pie, right? So she's like, I'm not going in there if anyone else is in there. Fortunately, we had nutmeg from Thanksgiving, so that was fine. Okay, Christmas wish list. I don't really have anything on my wish list. I have everything I need. Lots of stuff I don't need. So I'm totally good. No spend January. I'm gonna go with a sort of on that because I definitely need to use up what I have, but I'm also planning like at least one freezer meal video. So I'm probably gonna have to get a few ingredients for that. Oh, and also my mom is very uncomfortable on camera. Like she'll do it because I ask her, but she really, really hates it. So yeah, if you like flag or like say if someone's saying rude comments, I can't even watch all of them. Dave will knock them down for you because he's moderating comments for me right now. The next grocery budget challenge, I'm actually working on it right now. But it's another one of those food pantry ones. And so it's not like a week. I keep cooking until the box is gone. And everything else that's in the box is kind of like frozen and has a long shelf life. So I'm kind of waiting until Christmas is over to finish it. But I would say 3/4 of the way done. I'm trying to finish it. And then I'll have like the regular style again in January. I do not discriminate against desserts. I love cheesecake and I love pie. So there's that. Oh, Elizabeth, that's a difficult question. Hacks for winter running. There's a lot of them. You have to have the right clothes. I don't go out in the single digits or lower. If it's windy, I'm out. Oh, Barbara, I am not a big time celebrity. Not even a little. I'm just a person who makes videos, and a couple of people on YouTube know who I am. It's most people do not know who I am. I would say for you to be like a celebrity, you have to be like on covers of magazines or something like that, probably. Sorry, just doing a quick check. Okay. I think I can go to my Q&A from Instagram. So while I look for those, let me tell you about my shoulder. Yes, my shoulder is hurting. It's actually taped right now. Do you see the tape? I popped out a rib. One of the first like upper ribs up here, just almost like a dislocation. And so I thought I just had a crick in my neck. But I went to the doctor on Monday and he popped it back in. And then I went back again yesterday because all the like my neck and my traps and my shoulder blade and my deltoid are like overcompensated for that weak area. So everything is like very tight and all knotted up. And like, I keep trying to like stretch it. So it's, it's on the mend, but for about 2 weeks, I was like, it'll go away, right? And then finally I went in, and it's getting better, but like all the tightness and soreness is taking a while to go away. Apparently popping out a rib is really common. The doctor's like, happens all the time. Like you do anything, you just like lift a box above your head, like wrong, and you'll pop it out. That's like the joy of being 40. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't read that language. I don't even know what that is actually, but thank you so much. I like the little dancing. Is he a pear? Dancing pear? It's funny. Rest, what is that? I don't know what you mean by that. It's so fast. Okay. Home renovations for 2021? Yes. The problem is I haven't visualized the entire thing. I have a general idea, but not specifics. So I'm like trying to, I think I need some outside assistance in figuring out specifics, but suffice it to say, did I say that right? It's going to be like an outdoor back patio situation. No, Food Network has not contacted me, although that would be so fun, don't you think? And then no cookbook yet because I need massive help on that. There's no way I could self-publish. I'm too lazy for that. Speedy is great. No haul right now. Just because we're just trying to use what we have. I did that freezer meal video, so we're like having some freezer meals and then the Christmas dinner and stuff. Okay, here we go. Trying to find these. How's the basement going? Basement is done for now. All the painting is done. What is I love this question. What is my favorite kid stage and age? So I would say my favorite is all of them, because in the moment that they're doing it, I love it. So for example, like when my kids learn to walk, when they're like 1 to 2, it was so exciting for me to watch them like learn. And then when they could understand instructions from me, like put your arms out for the shirt, and they would do it. Or like when they learned to talk and they would learn new words, it was so much fun. So I've always loved all of the stages, you know what I mean? However, I adore teenagers. I love them. I think Haley and Andrew are my 2 teenagers right now. Tyler is almost there. He's a tween right now. Are awesome because they have they have these personalities. Like they're becoming the people they're going to be. And I just love it. They're so much fun because they're like people that you can like be friends with. And I'm not saying like being friends with your kid is more important than parenting your kid, because it is not. Like my kids know I will parent them first and be their friend second. But you can like talk to them almost as equals, and it's great. It's great. Like I absolutely love the teenage years. I will say their problems are much more complex than problems when they're 5, but I'm just adoring it. It's like the best. It is the best. So I love it. Sorry, going back up to see what I missed real quick. Merry Christmas to those that can't stay. I totally get it. I know it's a busy day. Like I've got all kinds of chaos going on out there, which is why I'm in here. Joanna, I take some supplements. As far as joints, I've taken glucosamine before. I don't know that I felt any difference with that, but Dave has experienced like his joints hurt more than mine, and he noticed that the more he runs, it fades. So if you give it like 4 to 6 weeks, your cartilage like replenishes every 6 weeks or so. And if your body is like, oh, this is what we're doing now, we're running, okay, they'll support themselves, if that makes sense. But it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get there. Dave has mentioned that several times. That's why he didn't used to run. And when he started, he was kind of amazed at how much his knees don't hurt anymore. So I just thought that was super interesting. Kiki's Corner, yeah, we were doing it today while we were making cookies. Except this time we listened to the whole album, and unfortunately, I can't publish that because I will get copyrighted like, whoa. I had one clip for one video. I thought it was gonna be a really funny intro, and it was about 18 seconds of one of the High School Musical songs, and they copyrighted that sucker in less than a minute. So I know I can't put like that much. Rachel, you're talking about Hershey. He was actually brown schnauzer, and he was Dave's parents' dog. So they were doing a ton of traveling, and we were just watching the dog while they were out. So they took him back. I've never been to the UK, but if I'm ever allowed to travel ever again, I would love to. I think that would be so awesome. Okay. Stephanie, oh my goodness, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much for all the grocery savings videos. You inspired me to do a clean out of my pantry and freezer. I didn't have to buy groceries for 3 weeks. Fabulous. It's amazing how much you have in your house, right? I always do that. Like I look at my pantry and I'm like, whoa, I could eat for, like 3 weeks without getting anything. I get this question all the time. Crystal, YouTube people that I watch, and every time I answer it, I leave people out. So I'll give you a couple, but this is by no means all of them. And I'm not listing them in any list of favorites. Okay, there just happen to be people that I am going to forget. Okay, so I watch Max Tuning. He is so funny. I've been watching him forever. Hope Scope is another one of my favorites. I don't miss any video she does. She posts about once a week right now. I started watching her when she was small, like 10,000 subscribers, and I think she's over 400 now. She is just so much fun. She's so quirky and happy, and I really like it. I follow a couple of CrossFit people. I think the pro CrossFit athletes are amazing. I just like really high level athletes, right? Their dedication is so much fun to watch. I love sport documentaries. So any kind of, there's one guy called the Ginger Runner. There's one guy named, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Kyle. So, oh my word, what is his name? They do like fitness documentaries, and I'll look it up real quick. He did this one called Life in a Day about, I think it's the Western States 100. That was amazing. I'm trying to find it. Billy Yang, not Kyle. I'm sorry, that's a dancer. Billy Yang, Life in a Day, the Western States 100 mile endurance run. I'm just going to give you the link to it real quick. This is a fabulous documentary. I watch a couple of girls in my genre, not a ton. So I watched Jen. I've watched Kimmy from She's in Her Apron for forever, like back when she only had like 30,000 subscribers. I watch Sarah from Our Tribe of Many. I love her once a month grocery hauls because the sheer amount of food for that many people is like so interesting. And I'm already forgetting people. Zachary Michael, he's been on here commenting earlier. I watch his videos. What else do I watch? I like Obese to Beast. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll now. There's a bunch. I watch Jen Chapin. Her and I are friends. Were Dave and I ska and punk fans? Yeah. We were in college in the 90s, so yes. I don't know if you can like go to college in the 90s and not be fans of that, truthfully. Dave did a DIY haircut video for boys on his channel at Frugal Fit Dad. Hey, what's up?
I made Jen play my monitor's on the channel.
Is Jen on here?
She's not, but I'm just in case.
Okay. Okay, does she need, do I need to text her?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, she's not working today. Family handshake. My 11-year-old son has put a lot of weight on this last year and a half. Pretty common for puberty, pre-puberty. Any advice? You know, it's different for every kid. I've seen boys, get slightly thicker and then shoot up 6 inches and lean it all out. So it could be that his body is like gearing up for a major growth spurt. The only advice I would give is he moving in any way? Like if they're physically active in some way and, you know, their snacks are like apples and cheese and not cookies and ice cream and soda, their body will figure it out. I don't know, is that helpful at all? But I've definitely seen boys like get slightly thicker, a little squishy, and then just like whoosh, our neighbor across the street, he's older now. I think he's 18 now. But like 4 years ago, I remember watching him thinking, let's call him M, thinking like that he was like getting a little thicker than he had been. And then I blinked and he was 8 inches taller and lean as a beanpole. So that could just be something. I think boys do it more than girls, but I don't know that that's true. Well, maybe that's not true because I put on a lot of weight pretty quickly. I have like stretch marks all over my thighs and hips from when I was 12, from just like growing so quickly. So it could be a puberty thing. That reminds me of, what's it called? Oh my gosh, The Incredibles. Is it The Incredibles 2 or 1? I can't remember. And the brother Dash is like, is she having adolescence? That's what that reminds me of. My sister is doing better every time I talk to her. She will actually be here tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yep, Dave's in the house. Okay, I had a super chat and I can't find it anywhere. Julie, yeah, I have seen Clutterbug before. She is very funny. I like her vibe. I've only seen one or two videos by Thomas, is it DeLauer? Only 1 or 2, not very many. Okay, Ruth, I found it. Thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas to you and your family. We absolutely love your channel. You make me laugh, and that's so appreciated. You are welcome. I hope when you come to my channel that it's just for like chill out with a friend time and forget about the world for a little bit. So that's kind of, you know, what I aspire to give to you. Yes, I do watch finance YouTubers. I watch Grim Stefan. I've watched a bunch of Meet Kevin's videos. A couple of other guys that I can't remember their names. I like to cook all kinds of things. So I don't know that I have a favorite. Okay, did I catch up? My favorite family vacation. Family, like including the kids? I loved the bike ride trip that we did this summer to South Dakota, and we rode on the Mickelson Trail. That was awesome. That was so awesome. That was amazing. Amy, pickiness when it comes to food. I just make food. My kids are older, so they're less picky, although I do have a person that I know who I think her husband perpetuates the problem because she'll make a dinner and her husband's like, ugh. So the kids watch that and think it's okay to criticize the meal. And I think that's a husband and wife need to chat issue. Like if he expects a certain thing, then you need to talk about that. Although I would say Dave was a little picky when we first got married, and I like beat him into submission. So there's that. Dave can chime in. If he just heard me say that, he's going to come in a second and tell me that I don't know. Okay, doing a little scroll. I don't follow any beauty YouTubers. Clearly. That's just not I'm more of a tomboy than I care way more about some sweet joggers and a new pair of running shoes and lifting some heavy weights and running fast. I care so much more about that than if my eyebrows look perfect. So I think that's great for them. It's just not my vibe. Okay. Winco is better than Aldi? Them be fighting words, Michelle. You could be right. You could be right. Yeah, I would say Winco is like a giant Aldi. So that could be very true. I miss Aldi though. I used to shop there when I lived in Texas and North Carolina, and I loved the produce was so cheap. I would get awesome deals on their meat clearance. They'd have the big stickers that were like $5 off, $5 off, and I would get all of them. So I miss that. Okay, I keep missing stuff. Someone told me there's a way to slow the chat down, and Fail. Technology fail. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Crash. You said your son put on 10 pounds and then grew like nuts, like 5 inches in a year. Who's like, my legs hurt, I have growing pains, right? Absolutely. I have seen it. 100%. Tips on getting 1-year-olds eat fruit that's not applesauce or bananas. Just offer them a ton of things all the time and let them play with it and get messy. And feeding a 1-year-old sucks. Can we just, everyone who's ever fed a 1-year-old, like anytime it was time to put them in the high chair and feed them food, I would be like, oh no, not again. Because they're picky and they're skeptical of everything and they make a mess, and it's so mentally exhausting to like come up with something new all the time. It's awful. So my heart goes out to you. That's a hard time. It is. But you just keep offering it to them, and I promise by the time they're 3, they will eat like everything. Okay, just seeing if I missed any questions. Hey, Alexis from Louisiana, what part? I have deep roots that go there. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh, it just went away. Why? I wish this could be more. Tell me what that means. Living on food pantry food and your channel helps us so much. You are welcome, and Merry Christmas to you. MC, dude, I feel that on the new running shoes. You know what I'm saying? You get a new pair of running shoes and you're like, oh, I need to go run now. Oh, is that what she was saying? Oh, totally not necessary at all. Like, so appreciated. Hey, chime in on being a picky eater.
Do I smell delicious?
Yes. Smell like a smoked brisket.
Chime in on what?
Being a picky eater. They were talking about like husband and kid was a picky eater. So I said that you were picky-ish when we got married.
Oh, yeah.
And I beat you into submission.
Oh, I was lucky that I had 2 years to live on food in the Dominican Republic that forced me to eat different stuff.
That's true. It definitely helps. You want to chime in on the Dominican Republic food? Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Well, I was also going to add, like, we had some fights, and I was a jerk sometimes, and you put up with me, but you were actually you're pretty brutal back. You held your guns. Like when I threw a fit one time over Cobb salad, and I was like, I'm not doing Cobb salad. What are we having for dinner?
You're such a turd.
And then the chicken pot pie. I was like, what chicken pot pie? Chicken pot pie to me was the TV dinners from the 1980s.
That's like 50 cents. It was this big. You know what I'm talking about? Dude. Because chicken pot pie is one of my favorite things.
And I ate my words
on both of those. But you were like, I am not. What did I say? Because something that Dave said that he really likes about me, which surprised me, is that you love that I hold my boundaries so firm, because I have a very strict line about how I allow myself to be treated, even by him. And thank you. And that's a really funny comment. Anyway, and so why do you like that? Because I think it could come off as being very rude and unyielding, but I don't think that's what it is. I've seen some toxic relations about people that don't hold a boundary of how they allow themselves.
I like you're not a pushover.
Yeah, I'm not a pushover. Like, if I think you're being rude, and I'm going to tell you. Well, at least I'll tell the people in my real life. If you leave a mean comment, I'll probably just ignore it.
So listen, they like those chicken pot pies.
You know what? I do too. I actually like those stupid little chicken pot pies.
Dude, compared to your chicken pot pies,
that's true.
It's like the most disgusting thing. There was something about the peas in those chicken pot pies that I hated.
It's the peas. The peas throw me off.
Yes, she's my sugar mama. It all started. It's your sugar mama-ness. Always started with those CVS extra care bucks that one Christmas.
That's what it was. I had a lot of people ask me for other like Christmas ideas. So I want to tell a story actually about the Christmas that we bought our house. Okay. Because I wanted to do a whole video and I never did it.
Yeah.
Because December has been weird. 2020 has been weird. It's been a lot. Okay. So it was the year 2006. Haley was 2.5, and I was pregnant with Andrew, very pregnant. And we had made no money and saved every single penny for a year and a half to come up with a down payment on a house. Our very first house that we bought. Every penny we squeezed into this down payment to be able to buy a house. Like, it was bad. Is there anything better than a man who smells like smoked meat? No, there's not. I got really distracted by the smoked meat man smell. But
we used all our money. We had no money.
Yeah, basically we had no money.
We moved in October. We closed on the house in October.
Moved in at the end of October. Very pregnant woman, so I'm really like hormonal and a little crazy. And
November we spent like $400 on water.
Yeah, that first water bill, when we got that first water bill, I cried.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have enough money in my account to pay the bill because I put every penny on the down payment instead of keeping a little bit in savings. That's a huge mistake. So like, don't do what we did. Like, I sat there with the bill on the floor and cried, right? Because I didn't know how I was going to pay the bill. So we were going into Christmas and we were like, the house is the Christmas, right? I was like, don't buy me anything. I'm not buying you anything. And for Haley, because she was 2, we got her, I remember this so well. Do you remember this? We got her a $2 packet of Play-Doh and a $1 Dora the Explorer bouncy ball that was about this big from Walmart. Oh, Erica, there was some like leak
we had sod put down, and so we were watering like crazy to keep the sod alive because it was kind of a drought in Texas.
Yeah, and it was like part of the month before where we hadn't moved in, plus the thing. No, my parents did. No, none of our parents contributed to our down payment. That was all us. So we got the 2. That's it. Haley had the Dora ball and the pack of Play-Doh, and Grandma bought her a dress, like a church dress to wear, and that was it. And you know, that little 2-year-old girl was thrilled as punch to get a Dora ball and Play-Doh.
Mm-hmm.
She was thrilled, and I just wanted. Like, it's so clear in my head that Christmas because we had so little and it was fine.
Yeah.
She was happy as could be. She didn't know any different. She's 2. And you had actually bought me an ironing board.
Which was really crazy because I'm the only one that irons.
Well, yeah, it was really for you. But I was so mad at him because I was like, I can't even pay the water bill. How dare you buy an ironing board? Right?
It was like $10 at Walmart.
Yeah, it probably was. 10 or 20.
But that's the way we were. Like, back then, 10 every dollar we pinched. Like, it was just, we were accountable. Anything over $20 we really had to share with each other what we bought.
Yeah, it was tight. Frugal D, I think Ryan, but the others are no. What did we decide to make for Christmas dinner? Well, Brittany clearly didn't see my video from yesterday.
Smoked brisket.
Which
means I gotta go out and check the heat right now.
Yeah, go check. Smoked brisket, mashed potatoes, rolls, broccoli, and I think my mom should be making pie now, but my mom's making pie. I just pulled, I had a brisket in my freezer, so I just pulled it out. And first time home ownership tips, don't do what we did. Keep a couple $1,000s in savings after you move in. That was a mistake. You know what's funny is we were told to keep some money in savings, and I just took that advice and threw it out the window and regretted it. So sometimes when people try to give you advice, it's because they actually know what they're talking about. No, we are smoking on the back patio. It's kind of blocked. It's not really windy today, so it's fine. Where are we frugal wise now? I still try and get a deal. Stuff doesn't make me, I don't know. You try and define what makes you happy, and it's not stuff. I've noticed that even more as I declutter my house this year, that I'm like, why do I have this stuff? It doesn't make me happy, so it goes away. Yeah, my mom will share the pie recipe. Sorry, I'm trying to read real quick. Ow, I just popped my shoulder. Yeah, what was my mom like? Okay, so sorry, I'm for those that haven't been around, I popped out a rib. Like I dislocated a rib a couple of weeks ago and it's like really sore. And so I just like popped it just now by leaning over. My mother's mother, so my grandmother, was an extremely no nonsense and difficult woman and did not put up with anything ever. She had high standards for everybody. And so my mom grew up with that. So she is not quite like that, but she can be a little like that. Zach, come on. You can smoke a brisket and run. No, I don't smoke. But I saw a t-shirt. It was like a pig with like the meat cuts and it said, I'd smoke that. I thought that was funny. Colleen, thank you for the super chat. I love your channel. Love watching while I cook. You made me so much more passionate about cooking. Good. I think cooking should be like relaxing and fun. And I like, it's sad to me when people don't enjoy the process. So I love it. I love helping people feel more confident in the kitchen. I think that's awesome. Exactly, MC. $108 pair of running shoes for $22. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Nachos. Oh, I should get on. Oh, we should have brisket nachos. Okay, I just had Christmas Day lunch ideas. I love it. Okay. Let me go back to some of these questions. Will I do a cook-off with my mom? No, I will lose. I will lose. My favorite type of video to make, okay, that's really funny. My favorite video to make are like travel vlogs and adventures I do with my family. That is my favorite video to make, and also the least watched on my channel. I do have a couple of those. Like I think I vlogged when Dave and I went to Mexico 3 years ago. I vlogged the Dominican Republic trip we did a year ago. I have vlogs of our sailing trip in 2016, hiking mountains, going to like mountain lakes, all kinds of stuff with my kids, and like no one watches them. But they're my favorite, like maybe because it's just like a memory with my family. So those are my favorite, absolute favorite. Cookie butter dessert. What like the jar of cookie butter? Is that what you're talking about? Christmas movie tomorrow. Oh, I don't know because that's a good question. So we already did A Christmas Story. Okay, you know what I love about A Christmas Story is it's so quotable. The lines in there are so good. You know what line I never really heard before this year is it's at the beginning, and he's like, I felt the Christmas noose beginning to tighten. It's like my favorite line. It's so funny. Okay. Have I ever considered doing a spin or fitness video? I've done fitness videos. Once again, not very many people watch them. As far as like a spin class for you, I don't know how to do that with the music because the music I like to watch will be copyrighted. So, or I like to listen to, so I'm not sure. However, I have a very exciting, I'll give you a sneak peek. Come closer. Come closer. I'm gonna whisper it. Dave doesn't know. It's an exciting video. Ready? You'll see this one in January. Peloton on a budget. I may have ordered something. It'll be here next week. So I'm really excited to like show it to you. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it, but yeah, I'm like really excited about it. Yes, I don't think we've done the Polar Express this year, so maybe it's that. I also love the Muppet Christmas Carol is one of my favorites, and then The Grinch is one of my favorites. I watch it multiple times every year. Dave believes that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I've never seen Die Hard. Oh, sorry. I'm like, my shoulder's like really sore today. Dragonfly, I don't know. I have like workout with me for the week. I have all my Ironman training videos from last year. I think are on their own playlist from 2019. I'll read really quick. Yes, Christmas Chronicles. We saw the first one came out last year, right? and I loved it. And then we watched this one at the beginning of December. I think it's cute, but I think the first one's better. Kathleen watched Elf for the first time ever. Elf is so funny. I saw that in the movie theater way back. We haven't done It's a Wonderful Life yet, so we could do that. We saw While You Were Sleeping yesterday or the day before. There's so many Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies. Like, they just make me so happy. I think we've seen Home Alone about 10 times already, so it's probably not going to be that one. Yes, I love Miracle on 34th Street. Old one or new one? Well, I guess it's not new. I guess they made it like 20 years ago, but in my head, it's new. Oh my gosh, we didn't do White Christmas. Okay, we're watching White Christmas tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. Oh, Jen's here. Hey, Jen, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Dave made you a moderator, by the way. You know what? Dave and I saw Four Christmases a few years ago, but I don't think he likes, is it Vince Vaughn? He doesn't love Vince Vaughn as an actor. Like, he almost talks too fast. So we only saw it the one time. I have seen The Family Stone. I think Dave would hate it because it feels like a chick flick. What should I get my mom? You know, a good last minute gift is like, get her a massage. What mom wouldn't like that? Like, book a massage for her like next week or something. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen Meet Me in St. Louis, like ever. So I guess there's some I need to put on my list. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Other questions. Okay, I answered the plantar fasciitis video or question. Do I invest in anything other than retirement? I'm going to answer that on my new channel, which I'll talk about later, like next week. Okay, Jingle All the Way. Here's what's funny about Jingle All the Way. You ready? Well, and I also like, put the cookie down. Okay. He's a crappy dad, right? And he tries to be a better dad by buying his kid a toy. So is that a better dad or is that still a crappy dad? You decide. But I do like some Arnold Schwarzenegger acting situation. Kindergarten Cop, one of my favorites. No, I did not watch Christmas on the Square. What is that one? Let me go to my app. Would you say it was on Netflix? Let me go look. Christmas. Is that the Mariah Carey thingy? Oh no, that's the Dolly Parton thingy. No, but I feel like I should. Is it Christine Baranski? Am I totally saying her name wrong? Yes, we did talk about it. I fully remember. I love her as an actress. Well, I love Dolly Parton too. She is so amazing. I had my daughter just watch Steel Magnolias recently. Okay, I'm putting that on my to-do list for later today. Yes, she is a queen. She is amazing. She's like one of my favorite actresses. Okay, the Charlie Brown Christmas is available on Apple TV, which I got Apple TV free for a year because I got a new phone and it like came in my phone. So you can get it. Dragonfly Homestead said I would consider Better Off Dead a Christmas movie. Yes. Can we make that a thing? Better Off Dead is now a Christmas movie. It is one of my all-time like favorite 80s movies ever. Very, very young John Cusack. Hilarious. I love it. I love it. I missed some stuff, so we're back up. Oh shoot, it's starting to play the Christmas on the Square right now. Can you like voice tell that to do that? Because it just like has a mind of its own now. Okay. I better close that app before it goes nuts. Okay, seeing what I missed. If I was not doing YouTube, what would be my dream job? Owning my own gym? Maybe. Working as I applied to be like a wellness director at the college, like for like the fitness center, wellness center thing. I always thought that would be like a dream job for me. Clearly I didn't get it. They hired someone else. But okay, I want you guys to quote your favorite line from Better Off Dead in the chat right now. Like, what is it? And it's not I want my $2, although that's definitely a common one. I would say, oh, what's my favorite quote for that one? Do you know what the street value of this mountain is? This is pure snow. Go that way really fast. And if something gets in your way, turn. Exactly. It's so funny. Oh, you should. Yeah, Amy, go watch Better Off Dead. It is like glorious 80s movie. It is wonderful. Aiden, I actually do have an editor that helps me with my videos. She has been editing for me for a couple of months. And I would say she does about half of the videos, which helps a ton. Because it was getting to be a whole lot, especially for Vlogmas. French dressing, French bread. And look, Peru. It's so funny. Work full time, only cook in the house. I would say simplify. I'm telling you, like a bagged salad with like a grilled piece of meat. Boom, done. It takes like 15 minutes. Marinate your meat in the morning. While it's on the grill, mix up your salad. Boom. Burgers are fast. I do have a website with my recipes. It needs a major overhaul. So I'm actually in the market for like a website designer. I actually know a couple from, I used to be a project manager at an internet marketing company here. So I know several like website designers from there. So I might reach out to one of them and see if they want to freelance a bit. But it's gonna be a project. Oh my goodness. 4 in tow. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I love that little dancing pear. I think he is so funny. Mercy buckets, tentacles, NT. That movie is so funny. I love John Cusack and his sister. And I love, every time I see a movie with John Cusack, I'm like, I want to watch Runaway Jury. Don't you? Every time. Yes, I eat smoked sausage. I love it. Yeah, I've heard great things about the Cook Once, Eat All Week cookbook. I haven't gotten it personally, but I think I would like it. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, Jen, I would love to chat later, like via text, about your website progress. Yeah, it takes forever. I've watched those guys work on websites. It just takes so long, and it's going to be very expensive. So that's going to be fun. And by fun, I mean not even a little fun. That's just the sarcasm there. Just laying it on pretty thick. I have 2 major house projects that I want to do. One involves like the outside, okay, and like maybe knocking out a wall. So there's that. That's going to be a big one. And then the other one is the master bathroom overhaul, which I'm not going to do for like 2 years because it's like a lot. We're going to like move the toilet, move the shower, close up windows. It's all, it's a lot. I do have a Teespring store. Actually, all my merch is below the videos. If you scroll down, I don't think you can see them on a phone, but you can definitely see them on a desktop. Tell me if I'm wrong on the phone. Write my own book. That doesn't sound interesting at all. I don't know what I would have to say that that people would buy. Brazilian food, I do not have plans at the moment to paint my kitchen cabinets. I'm gonna leave them for now. I'm so tired of house projects. I need a break right now. So I'm gonna take a couple months off. You can see the merch on the phones. Good to know. I did not know that. So that's good to know. Yeah, cookbook. Oh, I don't know. It's so much work, you guys. And like, I need to take a nap. I'm too lazy for that garbage. The reason Jen has a cookbook is because she works harder than I do. That's what it is. Okay. I'm trying to find more of these questions. I'll address this quickly. Pandemic stuff, how have you and the family been affected? I don't discuss it much. Yeah, I don't discuss it on purpose because I don't want people to I want people to come to my channel to get away from all of that. And I feel like it's very, very stressful. Jen, you do work harder than me. That's just the way it is. And yeah, I just don't want people to worry about that on my channel. It has affected my family mentally big time. It has affected me mentally big time. I've been on the verge of many, many breakdowns and struggled a lot. So, but I've just done that privately. So when I turn the camera on, it's like, that's, you know, I'm done with that for now and I'm feeling better. I recorded a couple things about it where I felt very emotional and I ended up deleting all of it and not ever posting it. I don't know. I just don't want, you hear about all the time anyway. I just want to forget about it for a minute, right? Yes, Better Off Dead is the movie where the kid is asking for the $2. Yes. Okay. Yeah, YouTube to get away from the news. Ditto. Jen and Christine cooking video in the same kitchen. Okay, we had planned on doing that this summer before everything was shut down because I was traveling across country and I was going to be right by her house in Iowa. So we had planned on recording a couple of videos and then everything got canceled. Yeah, ebook, I don't know. It still sounds like all this work. Stop making me do more work. People, just let me take a nap. Just want to go to bed early. I watch TV and take a nap. No, I do not get all the money from a super chat. YouTube takes not half, but close to half. So that's annoying, right? Fly to Idaho in 2021. Yes, if you do, the summers in Idaho are unmatched. Unmatched. They're fabulous. You fly in, I'll come pick you up. Are they expensive to Idaho, Zach? Because flights to everywhere else is so cheap right now. I am seeing flights for $130 all over the country right now. It's crazy sauce. My favorite Canadian treats? I loved those all-dressed chips. I've been trying to find those because they're you can get those in the States. Not in my town, you can't. I have been looking. I can find the dill pickle chips. They do have those. And the toffee. What's the toffee thing? Crispers. Crunchy. The crunchies? The crunchies. Those are very good. $600 to go to Boise. Oh, that's painful. If you you need to come on my side, which is where the Tetons are. It's right by Jackson Hole, where Yellowstone National Park is. That's where I live. So you need to come on the east side and not the Boise side. Boise's a 5-hour drive on the other side. Although Coeur d'Alene is pretty spectacular as well. Okay, Dragonfly. I used to powerlift. Oh, crap. I lost it. And competed, but I'd love to try out CrossFit. Recommendations. Find a box and figure out what coach you like. So and here's my CrossFit tip for you for the day. Check your ego. Check your ego. Because I'm okay runner. I'm a fairly good cyclist. And I'm very strong on my lower body, but my upper body is in comparison quite weak. And I'm competitive. And so that is difficult to get over watching everyone else outperform you because you can't lift the stupid bar over your head as much as they can. So, and then I have certain coaches that I gel with better than other coaches. So I try and go to the classes where like I know the coach is going to help me technique wise, and it's going to be like a good experience for both of us. What are the chips? The all dressed chips? They're Canadian chips. It's like it's kind of like a tangy barbecue chip, sort of. They're like a spicy, sweet, barbecue-y kind of flavor. I like them. We lived in this teeny little town in North Carolina called Bath. It had one stoplight and a post office about this big, and that's about it. It was on the water. We were about 2.5 hours east of Raleigh, like towards the water. So it was little. Oh, trust me, that biofreeze is like all over the map every day. Hey, how's the meat? Going well?
It's a little cool, so I
it's
had
a little
to
cool.
restoke it.
Okay. We're getting close to when we thought we would be done.
Yeah.
Are we not close?
Well, we talked about taking it off about between 1 and 2.
Yeah. Is that how's that?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my last stoke, so I'm just gonna let that. Last time I added fire and like wood to the fire and charcoal to the fire. So
Right.
let that kind of get that heat burnt off, and then.
How did we decide on 4 kids? So here's how it went. This is my perspective. Okay, so we wanted a couple of kids, and then I was pregnant with Haley, and I am not a good pregnant person. Pregnancy is horrendous. It is the most horrendous thing I have ever experienced in my life. Some people are fine. I am not fine. And so I'm pregnant with number 1, and I'm like, why do people do this more than once? I think 1 kid is good. That's about how it went. And by the time Haley was about 2, I was like, okay, I could go 1 more. And then a couple of weeks into that pregnancy, like with my face in the toilet, I'm crying, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I don't know. Why am I doing this? You remember?
Yeah.
We decided on 3. And then someone knew better and gave us the joy that is Ryan. So, dude, there was no social media when I was pregnant. Like none. I have a couple of pictures. It was not.
There was. I mean, Facebook was around when when Tyler and Ryan were born.
Barely.
But they were.
Yeah.
And we tried to post lots, but it was back when people actually posted lots of stuff, not pictures. We didn't have a lot of pictures.
Yeah, and I didn't have a smartphone until after Ryan was already born. So, yeah, and see, Jen, I'm opposite. I will take newborn over being pregnant. Pregnancy is just a nightmare. Like the second I have the baby, I feel better, 100% better instantly. It's horrendous.
There was MySpace at the time.
What? Yeah, there was MySpace.
Before Facebook killed MySpace.
But we never did that. I was like, what is this MySpace business? I don't know. What is the PCT? What is that?
Pacific Crest Trail.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Dude, that's a serious through hike. I mean, we're talking months and months.
It wouldn't be a through hike. I wouldn't do a through hike. Well, we have kids still. Like that's. I don't understand. How
I think more realistic than the PCT is whatchamacallit? John Muir Trail.
Yeah. Yes. I think that would be
the
better.
John Muir Trail would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Alexis, his sister was the same. She was like, I have never felt better being pregnant. And I was so miserable that I was like, I hate your guts.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody. And for me, it is awful. Look, Sandra was 120 miles southwest of Bath.
Okay.
Someone asked where we lived, so I was trying to tell him.
That must be South Carolina.
It's got to be South Carolina,
very
right?
Close. Yeah, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can like that one.
Yeah. Dude, you look 25.
I look 25?
It's the hat.
Wait till I take that off and I've got
no,
forehead.
15 years just added, just now. Okay, we have been to Kentucky. Kentucky is gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
It is.
We drove through it. We haven't really been there.
Beautiful. I was like, I didn't know Kentucky was like these rolling forested hills. Just gorgeous. Hang on. What?
So you've been going for an hour and 10 minutes.
1 hour. I need to go.
Your mom is about done cooking her apple pies.
Okay.
So you got to put a limit.
I need to go.
Last time I didn't put a limit on her. This went for 2.5 hours.
It's just so fun.
So I have to like say on Christmas Eve, we have to put an end time.
Yeah, I know. You guys need to go not be with me. Okay, how do we feel closer about getting to the 18-year mark with Haley?
Dude, it's weird.
I blinked, and she's an adult. She is officially taller than me.
I will say like age 10 to 16 went like that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm like, it's more like what freaks me out the most is like, there's only 2 more summers. How did this happen? And then she's going to be gone. And while I'm so excited for her journey, like I'm so excited for her journey and like her growing into an adult and navigating these new experiences. Like I love that. But that girl is so much fun. Like I'm going to miss her so much. Oh, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Yeah, there's going to have to be other things that we plan to do just to get her back because she balances out the family in amazing ways. She
does. Her level of silliness is very high, and she can just like change the mood in a room like this. It's amazing. She's such an amazing person. And she is a 1/4 inch taller than me now. I never thought that girl would hit 5'3". She was a shrimp for so long.
Someone asked how my channel was going.
Dave has been so busy.
It's been like all home renovation, and honestly, stopping to record the home renovation has been like a drain. I'd rather just get it done than record it.
It makes everything take twice as long.
It makes everything take twice as long or longer, and I just don't have the patience. I hardly have patience to do what I'm doing. To add video recording on top is hard. So that's why I'd rather record like me doing fun stuff. I'd like that to take twice as long.
Right.
So I'm hoping to get out fat biking up to the waterfalls and maybe up in around Teton Pass next week and hopefully get some good video of that. So.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, I'm going to give you like 3 more minutes, and then I got to go check on the pie progress and maybe stick the rolls in the oven. Just looking at some other questions that I had. Do I ever get recognized on the street as a result of my channel? Yes. Not much in 2020 because I didn't go anywhere. But even when my channel was smaller, so I started 2020 with 30,000 subscribers, and even when I had like 10 or 15,000, I would still get recognized. Even though I kind of live in a small town, so I'm like, nobody even lives here, but a couple of people would walk up to me in like Albertsons or at Walmart or things. So if you ever see me, come say hi. And if my face looks grumpy, I'm nicer than my face looks when I'm like, does that make sense? Like if I'm just sitting naturally, I have a stern looking face, but I'm nicer than that. Like than I look. Okay, last questions. If you have any last questions, throw them in. Yes, you can visit the area in February with no 4-wheel drive, Jessica. But don't come in a snowstorm. My town is very icy roads. So you just have to be super, super careful and probably not come if it's actually snowing. But most of the roads will clear up mostly. Mary, thank you so much for the super chat. Merry Christmas to both. To you both and kids from a vegan frugal friend by Kansas City. I have driven through Kansas City many a time. Okay, good luck at Walmart, Natalie. It's a rough place the day before Christmas. I'm telling you what. Yeah, Jen, I feel the same. When someone's, I don't know if I've ever told this story to like all of you guys, but I was in Walmart once and I was with Dave. This was a year ago. And we're looking at potato, I don't know. And this girl comes up to me and she goes, hey, are you recording right now? I don't have a camera. I don't have anything. This is Dave and I talking. And I'm like, I don't know you. I don't automatically think people are recognizing me in public. That is not my first reaction when I'm out. And so I was like, what are you talking? Like, she didn't say, I watch your channel, or like, I'm a fan, or you're Frugal Fit Mom, or whatever. She just, her first thing was, are you recording right now? And I was kind of like, are you talking to me? No. Like, I was very confused. And she was like, I watch your channel all the time. And then I was kind of like, oh, like, yeah, I was very caught off guard and surprised, because I get recognized rarely. So when it happens, it is surprising to me. So just give me a second to like figure out what's going on. Number one tip for newlyweds in their starter home. Is it the newlywed question or is it the starter home question? You don't need all the things right away. It's okay to not spend any money on decor for a while to get your stuff. Communicate. That's most issues come from miscommunication. I have been to Disney World when I was 14. That's it. Ruth, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope you get some time to relax. Definitely. Christmas Day is just like a really chill day. It's like jammies all day, movies, it's very slow. No stress at all. So, okay, did I get it all? Okay, I am gonna sign off. So this is like last call. If you have anything, throw it out right now. Any last questions? No. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's not the last day of Vlogmas, but it's getting very close, because I'm gonna have the 25th be my last day of Vlogmas, and then I'm gonna take I may not take a couple days off, because I'm gonna do the Christmas clearance haul the day after Christmas, right? But then I'm probably gonna take a couple days off leading into the new year. So thanks for hanging with me, like all of 2020, for all of Vlogmas, for all of Vlogust. And Merry Christmas, or whatever other holiday that you celebrate this time of year. I celebrate Christmas. That's what I think of saying. I hope Santa comes to your house tonight, fills up those stockings, brings some candy, eat your cookies. Enjoy your time with your family. Relax. Maybe watch some YouTube, some Netflix, some Christmas movies, that sort of thing. Thanks for hanging with me today. And get all those kids in bed early. It'll be a lot better for you. Bye, everyone.